Good afternoon. My name is Marcus.
My name is Cyrus.
My name is Siti. My name is Jackie.
My name is Vihan.
Today we are going to present our macroeconomic group presentation, SDG to Goal 6.
My part, I will introduce the introduction. The first part is introduction. SDG focus on providing everyone with safe drinking water, proper sanitation, and good hygiene. It also encourages reducing pollution, improving water management, and protecting rivers, lakes, and other water resources. Our goal is SDG 6, clean water and sanitation. Access to clean water improve public health, support education and economic activities, and protects the environment. Without clean water and sanitation, many communities continue to face health and social challenges. At this slide, I will talking about the three indicator. This slide explains the three main indicators used to measure SDG 6. The first is safely managed drinking water, which measures the percentage of people with access to safe and clean drinking water when needed. The second is safely managed sanitation, which measures access to hygiene toilets and proper wastewater treatment. The third is basic hand washing facilities, which measure the percentage of households that have soap and water available for hand washing. Malaysia has made good progress in SDG6. Access to safe drinking water increased from 93% to 98%. Sanitation improved from 85% to 95%, and hand washing facility increased from 69% to 80%. These improvements have led to better public health. The government achieved this by expanding the water supply network and investing more in public health and hygiene programs. I'll pass to my group member.
I'm Cyrus and I will continue the part. The next question we'll talk about is Peru. Peru has also improved its access to clean water and sanitation. The drinking water has increased from 84% to 91%, sanitation from 75% to 84%, and hand washing from 63 to 74%. However, although they make a improvement, they're also facing some geographical challenge, with more of their population is still at the mountain areas, so it's hard for the government to improve. But the government will still take action like they expand their rural water and sanitation project to more and more places, and also promote a hygiene education for school in the mountain areas. Next, that is Pakistan. Pakistan has shown a encouraging progress, with their drinking water has increased from 64% to 73%, sanitation from 45% to 58%, and hand washing from 22% to 43%. Sorry. Even with those improvements, their rapid population growth still make a challenge for them. Like, although they have more project and more education and more policy to help the population, but the population keep going as higher than what's their estimation. The next country is United Arab Emirates. The UAE has continued to maintain a high standard of clean water and sanitation, as they have they are a rich country, so they can do a lot of things. Their drinking water have increased from 95% to 98%, sanitation from 89 to 92%, and hand washing from 86 to 90%. Their government has because they have money to support the smart water management system, and also they have a strict water policy of not wasting the water, no matter the water is wasted or not wasted. The follow-up country will be Chile. They have continued improve in water service, but they also are facing problem of the geographic issue, as they also like Peru, they are in a desert country. They can't really make a lot of action, but they do make an improvement, like from drinking water from 94% to 97%, sanitization from 85% to 90%, and hand washing from 83% to 91%. They have improved by expand their wastewater machine and improve the water management in the urban area. The last country I will talk about is Portugal. Portugal has achieved the best performance among all these countries in the comparison. Their drinking water access increased from 97% to almost 100%, which is 99%. Well, sanitation and hand washing both reached 98%. They make a so such as improvement come from their advanced national water supply system, their strong environment protection effort, and strict water quality regulation. Oh, okay, done with my part, and I'll pass to my group member.
Hi, my name is Marcus. Now I will explain how Malaysia is moving towards achieving SDG Goal 6, which is clean water and sanitization. First, the government plays the biggest role by investing in water treatment plants, improving rural water supply, and enforcing environmental laws to protect water resources. Next, NGOs such as environmental organizations help by protecting rivers and educating the public about water conservation. The private sector supports SDG Goal 6 by developing water-saving technologies and carrying out corporation social responsibility or CSR programs. Finally, society also contributes by saving water, practicing good hygiene, and keeping rivers clean. However, Malaysia still faces several challenges, including climate change, flash floods, river pollution, aging water infrastructure, and unequal access to clean water in some rural areas. And I'll move slide. Next is Peru. The government continues to invest in clean water supply system and sanitization facilities, especially in rural and mountainous regions. NGOs work closely with local communities by building water facilities, promoting sanitization practices, and encouraging sustainable water management. The private sector contributes through CSR programs and investment in water infrastructure. At the same time, society helps by conserving water and maintaining sanitization facilities. Despite these efforts, Peru still faces many microeconomic challenges. This includes difficult mountainous terrain, poverty, limited investment in infrastructure, rapid urbanization, and the effects of climate change, which make it harder to provide equal access to clean water. I move to the next slide, which is Pakistan. The government is responsible for investing in water supply system, sanitization services, and public health programs. NGOs play an important role by providing clean water projects, hygiene education, and emergency water assistance, especially in rural and disaster-affected areas. The private sector supports water treatment technologies, infrastructure development, and CSR activities. Communities also contribute by protecting water resources and practicing good hygiene. However, Pakistan faces major economic challenges, including rapid population growth, water scarcity, pollution, weak infrastructure, and limited financial resources. This issue slows down the country progress towards achieving SDG Goal 6. Thank you. I will now pass the presentation to my next group mate.
My name is Jia Pei. Now I would like to continue with the UAE. The government has invested heavily in desalination plants, wastewater recycling, and advanced water management technologies. NGOs organize campaigns to encourage water conservation and environmental awareness. The private sector develops innovative water technologies and supports sustainable infrastructure through CSR initiative. Meanwhile, society contributes by using water responsibly and reducing water wastage. Even though the UAE performs very well, it still faces challenges such as its dry climate, limited natural freshwater resources, high desalination costs, and increasing water demand due to population growth. Next is Chile. The government supports SDG 6 by investing in wastewater treatment, rural water supply, and sustainable water management policies. NGOs work with communities during droughts and promote environmental awareness. The private sector invests in modern water infrastructure and water efficient technology. The public also plays an important role by practicing water conservation. However, Chile continues to face challenges such as water shortage, long periods of drought, climate change, and increasing agricultural demand for water. Next is Portugal. Portugal has achieved one of the best performance among the 6 countries. The government has developed high-quality water infrastructure and enforced strict environmental regulation. NGOs focus on environmental protection, river conservation, and public education. The private sector invests in smart water technologies and supports sustainability through CSR programs. Citizens also contribute by using water responsibly and maintaining good hygiene practices. Although Portugal has made excellent progress, it still faces challenges such as climate change, periodic droughts, aging infrastructure, and the need for continuous investment to ensure sustainable water resources in the future. Next, I will pass to my teammate.
Relation of country comparisons, Malaysia has made good progress in providing clean water and sanitation. However, it should improve smart water management, reduce industrial pollution, and provide better water access in the rural area. While in Peru has shown moderate progress, the country need to expand rural water supply, improve wastewater treatment facilities, and increase investment in water infrastructure. In Pakistan has made some progress but still face many challenges. It should improve water infrastructures, provide better sanitation service, and strengthen hygiene education. In UAE, perform very excellent because of its advanced desalination and water recycling system. It should continue investing in renewable energy and encourage water conservations. Next is the Chile has good water infrastructures and government policies. However, it should improve water allocations, invest in climate smart infrastructures, and use more efficient irrigation. The last is the Portugal has the best performance among the 6 countries. To maintain its success, it should upgrade aging infrastructures, increase recycled water use, and continues promoting water conservation. So in conclusion, SDG 6 is very important because clean water and sanitation improve people's health, protect the environment, and support sustainable development. From our comparisons, we found that all 6 countries has made progress, but they are at different levels. Developed countries like Portugal and the UAE perform better because they have stronger infrastructures, with better technology and effective water management. Meanwhile, developing countries such as Peru and Pakistan still need more investment and stronger government policy. In the final message, finally, the clean water is a basic human right. Government, business, NGOs, and communities must continue working together to achieve SDG 6 by 2030 and ensure safe and sustainable water for future generations. Now we will play a video.
The sixth Sustainable Development Goal concerns water and ensuring availability and sustainable management of water and sanitation for all. Perhaps obviously, SDG 6 aims to achieve universal and equitable access to safe and affordable drinking water for all by 2030. Access to clean water varies wildly. In 2017, 70% of people did have access to safe drinking water, up from 60% in 2000, and a further 20% had access to more basic services. However, over 780 million people still didn't have access to any sort of reliable drinking water. There are a few major problems still threatening water security. Currently, water pollution from the release of hazardous materials and chemicals poses considerable risk, along with untreated wastewater, which rejoins water streams without being treated and sanitized. Another problem that impacts water security also pertains to sanitation and hygiene. In many parts of the world, people don't have access to safely managed sanitation, like toilets and faucets with clean water and soap. Only 45% as of 2017 had access to such services. Also in 2017, 700 million people still practice open defecation, which is a serious hindrance to ensuring access to clean water, as well as an affront to human dignity. What's more, everywhere, but particularly in places where water is scarce, attention needs to be paid to efficient water use in the public sector, so water used in big industry and production, and the private sector, which also includes smaller agriculture. Water-related ecosystems, meaning mountains, forests, wetlands, rivers, aquifers, and lakes, are also very important to biodiversity and the general health of the planet. So, by protecting our waters, we are also protecting humans and creating a more sustainable planet. The resolution of all these problems heavily relies on the establishment or increased activity of infrastructure and water management programs. More so than certain other SDGs, attaining the goals of SDG 6 requires a high degree of cooperation between nations, since the distribution of water on Earth is independent of human-fabricated national boundaries. By 2030, the UN hopes to expand international cooperation capacity so as to build support for developing countries in water and sanitation-related activities, which includes water harvesting, desalination, water efficiency, wastewater treatment, and recycling technologies. Of the countries that the UN has data for, it estimates that following current trends, 60% of countries will fall short of meeting the goal for full implementation of water and sanitation programs. These are worrying trends, but with 10 years to go to meet the goals, there is always hope that with a renewed interest, we can get even closer to meeting SDG 6, ensuring universal access to water, sanitation, and taking care of...
Thank you.